Hello to my true crime community. If you are new here, my name is Jennifer. I am a true crime podcast host, and I cover health, wellness, and lifestyle as well. I am a former journalist, so someone the other day asked me, what was your most awkward interview? And it literally took me 2 seconds to think about it. And I'm going to share it with you. We're going to take some time to look at it, laugh about it, make fun of it, whatever. I think there's always room for growth and to learn from mistakes. So back in 2023, I had the opportunity to interview Kevin Costner and Bill Paxton when they were releasing a series called Hatfield and McCoy. I'm not the type of person that would get starstruck because we would have celebrities coming in and out of the newsroom all of the time. But I was really excited, right? It's Kevin Costner. It's a pretty big name star. So this interview was done via satellite, which means I was in the studio in Atlanta and Kevin was probably in the studio in LA, and they were doing hits with different stations across the country. So it might be a station in New York, the next hour, St. Louis, Dallas, Atlanta, so forth and so on. So these are pretty exhausting for actors to do, but we're going to take a look at just like how high energy I was and excited to do this. And I had to like reel it back and tone it down because sometimes we think actors are someone that they're really not because they portray someone on screen. So I thought Kevin Costner was going to be like really high energy, and I don't know, not what I expected. So we're going to take a look and we'll watch and stop and kind of have fun with it.
Speaking with actors Kevin Costner and Bill Paxton, who have teamed up in Hatfield and McCoys, which will be on the History Channel. Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Can you tell us a little bit about the miniseries?
Well, it takes place right after the Civil War, and it involves two families, the Hatfield and McCoys, and the two.
So as you can see, I'm kind of like amped and I'm ready to hear about this show. And you can just tell these two are kind of like, we have to do press tours. And then also heart goes out to Bill Paxton's family.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Can you tell us a little bit about the miniseries?
Well, it takes place right after the Civil War, and it involves two families, the Hatfield and McCoys, and the two men that lead those families both were friends and fought on the side of the Confederacy, and at one point, that friendship is shattered. It's over a lot of different things, but what it does is it spirals into a cycle of violence that was kind of unheard of, and brought two governors almost to blows, state militias. The journalists from around the country covered this epic battle over a 25 year period, and it left us finally with the name Hatfield and McCoys being part of our vocabulary.
And what got you guys into the role? Do you both enjoy history?
Certainly, absolutely. I've always been fascinated by the Civil War and that period in American history that came out of the war. I have.
So I'm just going to kind of pause. You can tell that there's just this seriousness about the interview, which I was not expecting. I guess I was expecting these two to be like amped and super excited to talk about the show, but maybe it was a situation where they were doing these press interviews all morning and they were exhausted, or maybe they wanted the tone to be very serious about the show. We'll go on.
Family ancestry that was from Virginia that fought in the war, and it's a rich time in this country's young development, and it seems like it's a long time ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. And this is one of these great stories that everybody's heard of, but nobody really knows the story. So when I read the script, I was fascinated by these characters, and when I heard that Kevin was playing Hatfield and he was also going to produce it, I thought this is going to be great because the guy knows something about a Western.
And besides the two of you, what other big names are going to be in this?
Powers,
Yeah.
Powers Booth, Tom Berenger, Mayor Winningham, Jenna Malone, Lindsay Pulsifer. It's a big,
There's a lot
big
of young
cast.
people that you're going to be really happy to see. I mean, really a cast that Bill and I both came to appreciate. And they're good looking, and they were really respectful.
And some people don't know that you're a talented musician, actually, Kevin. Did you write the score for this miniseries, or is that just a rumor?
No, I didn't write the score. We wrote that's included in the score. John Debney wrote. Wes went on to create an album about the Hatfield and McCoys called "Famous for Killing Each Other," and we also scored the documentary and the behind the scenes. So we didn't score the movie. We wrote the title song, but I'm very proud of "Famous for Killing Each Other." I hope people check it out. It's about 19 cuts that really talk about my experience making the movie, the characters, about the women. And so "Famous for Killing Each Other" is an important thing that came out of this for me.
So for the two of you after this, what are each of you working on next?
We got to find something else to do together.
Well, Bill's going to direct. He's being kind of bashful. He's going to direct is it Kung
Fu.
Yeah,
Fu.
dish out the secrets.
You know,
we want to know.
that's a big movie. Yeah, that's a big movie. Good for you.
Yeah.
And what
I'm
about
trying
you?
to pick
What's
up
next?
where he left off.
I don't know. I got 3 babies under 5. I'm going to go home and see what they're up to. I'm going to tour in July for about 14 days with my band. We're going to play somewhere in America. Don't know. Got to check my license plate. And I really don't know. I'd like to direct some more, but I've enjoyed what's happened to this point.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for sharing. I hope people check it out. We're definitely going to put some info on our website to get people interested in this. This is going to be a hit.
I think so too.
Well,
Thanks so
you,
much.
Thank you for your time. To learn.
So that was my interview. I think, if you're just tuning in, I was kind of talking about how I anticipated more energy from both of them. And that's not exactly what I got. For me, every interview I went into, I always wanted to do research on the person and bring out a fact that other people may not know about them. I would dig and do research and try to find things about maybe their childhood or hobbies that they aren't really open about. And Kevin Costner was not that well known for his musical talent. So that's something I wanted to bring out when we were talking about that. Also, a lot of actors want to turn directors, or directors want to turn actors. So I thought it was great to kind of give them the opportunity to talk about future projects. You always want to give the opportunity to your guests to pitch and sell whatever that they're kind of working on, because that's really why they're doing these interviews. You can kind of tell they don't really want to, but it is part of the contract and the deal to promote what they're working on. Chelsea saying, I think you did a great job with the interview. They're very low energy for being huge stars. Thank you, Chelsea. That was definitely hard for me to try to tone it down during the interview because I was so excited. I'm like, this is great. We're going to be talking about this series with all these big stars and big names. So Thank you for the person on TikTok who sent me that question asking what was the most awkward interview I ever did. And I would have to say that was one of them. Another one was with Jim Carrey, which I'll do another clip on at a later time. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you don't, our channel talks about true crime, health, and lifestyle. And hit the thumbs up and send this out into the algorithm. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend ahead.